Welcome to rstats. In this video we are going to describe stepwise regression in R. In a recent video, we discussed model fitting and selection. However, we haven't considered how we'll choose which variables to include in our model. Let's go over our linear regression model for the MT-CARS dataset again. We can observe that DISP is a very significant predictor of MPG based on its associated p-value is less than 0.05. But what exactly do AIC and BIG tell us? Sure, we can see that AIC equals 164 and BIG equals 181, but those figures don't tell us whether DISP is a good or bad predictor of MPG. It's also unclear which parameter is important. Stepwise regression is one solution to this problem. Stepwise forward regression in R. We can start with a basic model and forward selection. Now we can calculate AIC, or BIG, for this model. We want to know if adding parameters will improve our model's explanatory power without introducing undue complexity. In this dataset, consider all variables and choose the model that reduces AIC the most. We repeat this approach until we run out of variables to add to our model or until no variable with a lower AIC is available to choose from. We can automate this procedure using the stats package's step function. We can see step has been calculated for our basic model, as well as AIC for each variable we may add to our model, in the first stage of the process. The model now has MPG-WT plus SIL plus HP. We can see that adding more variables will raise the AIC, so we'll stop here and use this as our final model. Please note, the AIC values produced with step differ from those calculated with glance, or AIC. This is inconvenient, although the values only differ by a small amount. However, inference won't change much. 2. Stepwise backward elimination in R. In backward elimination, we can start with a comprehensive model. Here we want to see if deleting factors will reduce the complexity of our model without reducing its explanatory power. We repeat this approach until we run out of variables to remove from our model or there are no variables left to remove that reduce AIC. We begin with a full regression model, AIC equals 70.9, and end with MPG-WT plus XSEC plus M, AIC equals 61.31. Did you notice in the backward selection we got a different model? Bidirectional elimination in R. Assume we already have a model. We wish to reduce the AIC by adding or removing variables from this model. We may create a new algorithm called bidirectional elimination by combining forward selection and backward elimination. We eliminate a variable, DISP, in the second step. We eventually come to a halt at the model MPG-XSEC plus WT plus M, since there is no variable that can be added or removed to reduce AIC. How do you decide which to use? The answer is simple, it's entirely up to you. It comes down to personal preference and the problem you're trying to solve. Thanks for watching the video. For more information, link provided in description box.